What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of the Hoop Show. And yes, it's normally a Cats show, but we are through September. The Cats aren't in the finals. We're going to be talking about some other clubs, as painful as that is. And I'm not coping with Geelong not being in the preliminary finals. Let me tell you, something feels horribly wrong. I'm in some kind of multiverse, kind of alternate dimension. What is happening? Please get Geelong back into a prelim where they belong. That's AFL footy isn't the same. I'm sure those clubs that are participating in prelims think it's absolutely fantastic, but I don't like it. Anyway, on to the game. Collingwood versus GWS. First versus sixth, I think. Yeah. On the where the ladder positions landed anyway. How do you pick this one? Giants don't lose anywhere in Victoria, well, anywhere across the country. They've won it at pretty much every venue they've played at. Collingwood, clearly the best team all year round. Yes, we joked about them in March, being the March premiers. They finished the season on top. They're into a prelim with a home final. They have to be favourites to win this one. As good as GWS are going right now, Collingwood should be favourites. And I'm going to pick Collingwood. To get that out of the way nice and early, I'm definitely going to pick Collingwood for this one. I would like to see the Giants get up. That'd be funny. Don't want to see Giants versus Brisbane by any chance, but I'd be happy to see Giants versus Carlton, something like that. That'd be nice. Just the two teams that didn't finish in the top four timed their run to perfection and deserved their spot in the big one at the end of September. So if that doesn't happen, that's not going to happen. But it'll probably be Collingwood, Brisbane. It'll be something boring like that. And it'll be 20 years since the last time they played each other in a grand final. So there's history between those two teams there, I suppose. So look, I think Collingwood for me on this one. Nick Dacos comes back in. Who knows how he'll go. I'm hopeful that he gets through the game at least injury-free, especially if they make the grand final. You want to see the best players on grand final day, and there is no break in between a prelim and a grand final these days. So Pendlebury, if he wins this week and gets through next week, do you think he'll retire? I don't know. I get a feeling like, what's there to play for other than winning back-to-back premierships, I suppose, and he's probably feeling like he could keep going another 5 years. He probably will play 400 games before it's all said and done. So anyway, but Taylor Adams, unfortunately, was the sad story of this round for Collingwood, at least, missing with what they're saying is a minor hamstring injury. So probably be okay for the grand final. Then again, so was Max Holmes from Geelong and didn't get picked. So yeah, do you want to take risks on guys that have got any injuries whatsoever? Because it can be very costly. I don't know if I would actually. I feel for the bloke, but I don't think I could pick him. And I felt that same way about Max Holmes, even though after the fact that afterwards it came out that no, he probably should have played and could have played, but the coaches just didn't want to take the risks there. I don't know. Look, I think this will be a fantastic game. I'm expecting a massive game from Bobby Hill. I think he's going to absolutely tear it up. He's probably my dark horse for this one. My X factor. Interesting to see how a few other certain villains go this time around. You may know who I'm talking about. What are they going to do? Is it going to come for them early? We're talking about you, bros. Are they going to come for you? Are you going to lose your head a little bit, start giving away free kicks because they're giving you plenty of yap? I don't know. I would not be surprised though if that happened. Toby Green, is he going to get amongst it? I can almost put this out there. I'm going to put this out there. Someone is getting suspended out of this game. GWS aren't going to take this one lying down, and Collingwood are going to be up and about, and they do some silly things sometimes. So I think there'll be a suspension at the end of this game, and Collingwood or GWS will probably get on the phone to those Carlton lawyers and see what they can do to get them off. And the AFL always wants the best players on the big stage, don't they? So now I got this bloke's name wrong on the review show the recap show last week. Caniglio, not Caniglio. Goodness me, he's been playing 10 years in the game and I still can't spell his name right. So the Squinters podcast has corrected me on that one. So boys, if you are watching, thank you for correcting me on that one. And thank you for coming on the show, by the way. If you haven't checked that one out, make sure you check out that show on the channel as well. That was a good one. Look, I guess, how's this game going to play out? As I said, I think Collingwood gets the job done. I think it's real close, though. I think it's really, really close. Probably up until the last 5 or 10 minutes of the fourth quarter. I think this is anyone's game. Probably Collingwood just keeping them at arm's length for most of the game. But I think GWS are going to give them a hell of a scare. And we'll probably be able to walk off the ground holding their heads high. In a loss still, I think. Yeah. Look, I don't want Collingwood in the grand final. Unless it's a Collingwood-Carlton grand final. Collingwood versus Brisbane, I'm not into it. It's got to be Collingwood-Carlton or nothing. So GWS, if they get in, that's great. But please don't play Brisbane. I've got my things. There's 2 scenarios I'd like to see in a grand final, and guaranteed none of them are going to come off. But anyway, so Carlton, Collingwood, please, or GWS, Carlton. That'd be great. So clearly I want Carlton to make it. Anyway, I can talk about that more on the Carlton and Brisbane review video. Thank you for watching, everyone. As always, I've been Ben Raven. This has been The Hoop Show, and we'll catch you on the next one. Go Cats.